Why so many people fear or even hate China so much? As a Chinese, let me tell you why. Only in two ways: those who understand China and those who don't. The first group, those who do understand China, are capitalists, billionaires, and politicians, basically the so-called elites. They fear that once China rises, it will do what they themselves have done for centuries: invade, colonize, plunder, exploit other nations, and take away what they used to seize freely. They are even more afraid that China might take directly from them. So using their control over media, they do everything possible to discredit China. As a result, many ordinary people who have never set foot in China and know nothing real about it end up hating China. Isn't that strange? That's the success of elite propaganda. Actually, for them, they really did a good work. The second group, those who don't understand China, also hate it, but for a different reason. They assume China will become a destructive dragon that overturns the old world order. It's not that they think the old order is good, they hate it either. They just fear change and they assume change must be for the worse. They fear China might reshape the world in ways they can't predict. This fear of the unknown turns into hatred of China. But they don't realize that China is a secular state. To Chinese people, what religion others believe in simply doesn't matter. The conflicts between different faiths aren't China's business. That's their choice. Of course, everybody have the freedom to believe any religion they really want to believe in. China has long followed a non-interference diplomacy, never forming military alliances with any country or bloc. Every treaty China has joined has been economic or diplomatic in nature. China is pragmatic. We practice pragmatism. It cares about business, creating material wealth, enjoying a better life, and maintaining peace. China hadn't fought a war in nearly half a century, but these people don't study history, or they read distorted, biased history instead. And some even mock China has no combat experience. We take it as a compliment, bro. No combat experience means no war, means peace that we can enjoy. Don't you think it's the perfect result that we want, right? China has a long record of peace, yet they still fear China while showing no fear of the United States, which engaged in hundreds of military conflicts since World War II. Isn't that ironic? But we all know that's human nature, guys. When you argue calmly, people think you are weak. Only if you beat them and beat them decisively do they admit your strength and finally say, fine, we can't win. Let's have a deal and do business instead. It's very sad, but humanity as a whole is still foolish. Even a new world order could be built peacefully. Some would keep challenging it. On the savannah, every lion king takes the throne by fighting, and eventually loses it in the same way. Humanity isn't so different. The world still follows the law of jungle. That's why before a new world order emerges, before the unipolar world fully gives way to a multipolar one, it's hard to imagine it happening without a defining war or military conflict. Until the new world order is visible, fear of unknown will translate into hatred of whoever built it. In this case, they think it's China, so they hate China is understandable. Hence, the real questions are, where will that military conflict erupt? Between whom? When? Who will suffer most? And most importantly, how can your own country avoid becoming a sacrifice in that conflict? Follow me, an Eastern perspective, to see the world.